Well, I was asked to make an explanation of the timing on this 2014 Indian with the conversion that I come up with the PowerArc CDI. If you look right here, there's a mark up there that I etched into the casting with one of these little etchers, and that's top dead center right there. It corresponds with a mark I made down here on the flywheel also. This one is 5 degrees before. I don't know if you can see that, but I etched that in too, although using the PowerArc CDI it's unnecessary, but it's there anyway. This I made just to mimic an Evolution Harley. And of course, if you looked in the window on a Harley Evolution for your timing mark, you'd see it right there. And this cover just simply comes off from the Indian. It's just a little cover to cover up the bolts and hardware of the crank. And I made a couple other marks on here. This is for number 2, the second cylinder, in case you were going to go to a single fire. This one here is just set up as a dual fire. And this just mimics the hole that you take the bolt out of the Evo so you can see the timing. Now I'll go over to the other side and show you what happens on the business side. I don't have to point out that this brought number 1 up to the top on compression stroke. And of course, once I did, then I etched these in here on the crank so that you would always know where it was at. Because obviously on an Indian using a computer and an ICM, they're not worried about none of that, because everything goes through a computer and it's controlled by this crank trigger that's right here in the front of the engine. Using this CDI unit, it's unnecessary for that anymore. I just use it as a plug to cover the hole. Now let's go to the other side. I'll hook up my ignition. This is all just temporary. If I hook up the ignition and you come to this side, hang on just a minute.